Bum, 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 bum. I cannot see shit on my YouTube right now. Oh, there we go. Yay, I guess I'm live on YouTube. Sweet. Looks like I'm live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I guess I can test the chat out right now. So, like a true loner, I will speak to myself. Hello there. Okay, I can see the chat here, so I guess I'll need to set up some kind of utility to aggregate chat from Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Sounds easy enough. I just need to Google this out, but for now it's a nice to have feature. Okay, the Visual Studio looks better if I maximize the window. Right now it looks yuck. Okay. So test. I can see my text appearing on Twitch and on YouTube, which is fine. So I guess the chat works here and there. Now I'll need to set up some kind of transitions. I don't know how to set up this OBS really. I guess I will try to create separate windows for the game. So let's try to compile the code. Okay, so right now I need to add a separate window, or maybe I will learn how to do transitions in OBS. That sounds fun. Probably should try this before I go live, but no biggie. How do I make the transition? Is this the selfie? I guess I will just Google this out. La 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 la. Transitions, OBS Studio. Scene as transition. Okay, I don't think I have time for this now. Sure, let's watch a tutorial.
I'll be going over the transitions available in OBS Studio.
Sounds like AI generated audio.
The transitions are located under Scene Transitions.
Oh, are they?
Selecting a transition
I don't see this window on my screen.
here will
I got audio mixer controls. So view scene mode. Why I can't see scene transitions?
A cut will immediately switch to the next scene, commonly known as a hard cut.
Perhaps the archives are incomplete. I mean, I cannot see the transitions at all.
A fade will add a cross to.
Let's see what the comments say about this issue. Thanks, man. Oh, that's helpful. I must be missing something here. Stats, scene mode, stats, view. There's nothing here really. Okay, I can create another scene. I can open scene filters. Can add another source. Oh boy. Okay, I need to keep Googling stuff. I got a warning on YouTube about my bitrate, which is lower than the recommended bitrate, so I guess I should fix this. So I think I cannot modify it while I'm streaming. Let's try. So I'll go to settings, output probably, and here I can increase it to whatever, 13,500. Streaming bitrate will be set. Streaming bitrate will be set to. Okay, I need to restart my stream to apply these changes. So I will stick with it for now, but it's just a test stream for now, so it's no biggie.
We'll add a cross.
Okay, let's go back to these transitions. I need to figure this out. Browser transition in OBS Studio.
Hey, what's up? Derek from nerderdie.com here, and I am really excited to bring you a look at the browser transition plugin for OBS Studio.
Oh, it's a plugin.
Up a world of possibilities for your transitions, things like randomized transitions.
Okay, is there a way to make this work without a plugin? Oh, I feel so dumb.
Why aren't you using the basic transitions? Streamers will either have a custom stinger transition or no transitions at all. And then I'll get compliments on my basic slide transition. It's there. It's free. Let me show you. So here's my stream setup. I'm in my full screen mode or my just chatting mode. And if I switch to the game, boom, there's going to be this melting transition, right? This is a default transition. I didn't have to install anything fancy for that. If you go down here to set transition, you're going to see that I have loop.
Why can't I Where is this option? Vertical layout. There is no thing called scene transition for me. I just got the audio mixer. Okay, let's Google this out. Scene transitions. Obvious missing. Okay, I'll just reset my layout, I guess, for now. Reset UI, Bach. Oh, there it is. I think I just... Okay, after 500 hours, I managed to find the scene transition button. Okay.
Between the
That's good.
immediately switch to the next scene, commonly known as a hard cut. A fade will add a cross dissolve between the two scenes. You can set the duration of the fade in milliseconds.
Okay. So I can choose fade and I can create another scene which will call, let's call this fallen. Oh, it's already in use, so I'll call it fallen compiled version. And now I will choose, or maybe I will add an existing one. Nah, I just create a new one. Fallen, yeah, it's already in use. Fallen editor. This seems fine to me. So I will remove this one. Now I got this fade setup, which is fine, looks decent. Maybe I can try to set up the audio from the game because it's very silent right now. So let's pump the volume up. Sound. Maybe not so much because the music in this game is pretty loud. Okay, so what I've been working on recently, I was trying to implement some quick saves and quick loads functionalities. I just started the coding process, so it's rather early stage, but at least it's doing something. So let me show you. So yeah, it's a gate crusher mission from the compiled version. You can see it by missing leads, as they are problematic to work in this compiled version for now. I'll have to fix this issue, and maybe it will be ready for early release. Okay, I shouldn't have picked it, because I will show you why I shouldn't have picked this, because I made some stupid changes. I mean, very important changes to create a Pokemon mode to summon Balrog by throwing the can. So I'll just restart the mission for now. And let's see. So I was talking about this feature that I've been working on recently. So we can right now create a save state in the pause menu. So I've done so by clicking save game button, and let's try to mess things up a bit. So let's say I'm doing my usual stuff. Okay, I got hit, so I say I don't like getting hit, so I will try to load the game. And as you can see, these two guys got placed back on their previous spot, and the camera is fixed on them. However, the moment I press resume level, I get blinked here, and there are some crashes because the heap allocation has been corrupted. I mean, I probably need to fix some memory assignment issues, so for now this is the most problematic one, but the moment I try again, it might actually work better the second time, depending on the setup I've left the game, because there were some attempts to make this corruption disappear. Let's see if I can do this now. So let's save the game, and yeah, now it loads, so it's fine if I do something random. I try to load the state again, and now it works, it loads. However, the lights get messed up, and here's probably the problematic part, because they are cached in some sort of way, so I kinda have to invalidate the cache in order for this to work properly. I kinda expanded on the Maki Foods work, because they did try to implement the save game and load game functionality, but for whatever reason they never finished it. So I guess my goal will be to try to make it work. I don't know if this test stream is going to be about me trying to make this work. For now, I'm just going to have some fun, I guess, with it. Maybe I will try to do what? I was supposed to create some documents for editors. What is your current state, Laken, please? What if you save current state, Laken? It's sort of possible. I mean, it's not working right now. Sorry, I just got chat open, so yeah, it's my favorite mission as well. It's the very fast one, and it's probably fun to do the slow mission as well. Slow this mission. So the thing I'm doing here is simply saving every object. I mean, grabbing every state from the memory and saving it into the file, and then trying to read from the file. The file is getting wiped out at the start of each mission, so for now it's working on one mission at a time. However, as I mentioned earlier, it's not really working, as there are some memory corruption things I will need to handle. So, funnily enough, I was talking about doing some sneak sneakiness in this game. By what I mean by that is trying to finish missions by crouching entire stage. So I was wondering if this stage is doable, because you could do the funny thing, but this AK-16 guys are kind of problematic. But here, okay, I didn't mean to do this. Okay, I didn't mean to do this. Okay, oh dear. So let's try again. Keep rolling. Okay, this will do for now, I guess. Okay, now we can like keep walking and try to get to the gate crusher target, but they are focused on me right now, so this ain't gonna work like this. I'm gonna try again. Don't ask me why I'm doing this, I just want some stupid footage for my next video. Okay. Okay, I'm getting rusty right now. I cannot do things properly. And I'm have some unimplemented functionalities that I was supposed to finish. Again, I'm gonna try 2 more times to make this happen. As you can see, restarting the mission in this compiled version works just fine, so this is probably a good thing to to say, at least. Okay. Okay, I should probably just arrest this guys. This is getting... Okay, I'm not doing fine today. I forgot I got so many power-ups, I'm almost one-shotting them. Oh dear. 2 more tries to make this proper attempt. Right, I got 3 viewers on YouTube, so I guess the stream is working just fine. Okay, this time I'll arrest them too. Okay, he got spooked. Okay, now let's see how the sneakiness works in this game. There's some mention in the game manual that the sneakiness is a very important factor in this game. So what I find curious is that there are sometimes like swinging their hands, like scaring me off, telling me not to approach, but they still get triggered by me approaching their velocity. I mean, when I get approximately enough, they will just start shooting me. But not everyone has a gun, so my theory is that these guys who are unequipped with a gun... Okay, I got follow, I guess. There was some sound, I need to check this out, I mean. And let's see if I can get to the boss meeting without dying. Okay, they can hit me, so that's what I wanted to test this out. Let's see the Twitch for my notification. I don't see any notification right now. Oh well, we'll live without notification. So what I want to do right now is probably work a little bit on explaining how to use various in-game editors, and maybe I will create some docs for them as well. So let's see, which one should I start with? There's this mission editor. This one is the simplest one to work with, and I guess it's a good starting point. So I'll maybe open up some document where I will write things down. So let me do this right now. I'll close my other tabs for now because they are not really important. And what was I looking at? Let's try to document this in LaTeX maybe. Maybe it's slightly stupid idea, but I need to learn LaTeX by heart. So let's say editors, UC editors, just like so. And I will share my window. Here. Okay, so I'll need to add the new scene. Okay, did I close it? I might have closed my stream by accident. Oh, what is UCM? UCM is simply a mission file in the Urban Chaos. So there's a bunch of missions in the game. Several of them take place on the same map, and each mission is simply represented by this UCM file. So we can load chosen UCM from the main menu when we have this debug motion, enabled. I mean, the editor enabled. So yeah, I was hoping to add a new view for now. So let's see if I can capture one simple. Oh, I could do this maybe. So you see docs. I will call this window docs. And I will try to capture this window. Sure, I will change my name to Pieros here. See if this recompiles. It's fine. But I also love to have my chat open. So let's call this mission editor. Yep, and now we'll switch the view to the mission editor, and I probably need to change the title of the stream. So this one. I will need to create another view. Oh, okay, I guess I won't need to do this right now. Let's see. Mission editor T. Okay, apparently it's already in use. I need to fix my OBS setup. There it is. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll pull it back down here. And I will show exactly what I want to show you by creating, I guess, separate instance of disturb1 mission. So what we can do here is load a given map by double clicking it. It should display here. Oh yeah, I forgot, this editor works only one resolution. I mean, it works properly in the one resolution, so I'll just restart the game to fix this issue, because right now the waypoints are not aligned properly. So I will need to probably write it as a important thing to notice. So I will open my notepad. And we'll write down everything I need to write down about these editors, because I want modders to have easier access to these tools, because they require some knowledge that is not easily accessible, as there is no documentation for these tools right now. So where were we? Here. So Okay, for whatever reason, my OBS setup is horrible right now. Let's switch to docs. Okay, let's see if this works. Paragraph tests. Let's see, is this how this looks like? It looks just fine. Okay. Window resolution. Okay. So where is my Urban Chaos directory? Okay, there we are. And notepad. Okay, sorry for this setup that I'm working on live right now, but it's for my future streams, so that's why it's taking me so long. Anyways, in order to work, let's say conveniently with this mission editor, it's probably the best idea to set this video resolution to 2 actually. So the moment we do this, the resolution of the game will be smaller, but the waypoints will be actually working properly. So let's switch to this editor right now. Okay, not this one. I misclicked. I was hoping to open the mission editor. Oh, I forgot what's the issue here. It's actually related to how these windows are captured on the UC. I understand now why my device's sounds are being displayed, so I will need different setup for this window. It's kind of annoying, but I guess I will do full screen for now. So let's see. So let's create the scene called full screen for now. And I will just capture my entire display, I guess. Full screen, maybe it's... Oh, it's already news, who would have known? Full display, this one. Okay, as you can see, this window is rather small, but I think it's fine for now, because every time I close the window and try to reopen it, the OBS gets slightly confused and it displays different windows than I'm expecting it to display. So anyways, what I was saying, that this editor enables to open up the maps and missions dedicated for these maps, and we can change a bunch of stuff here. By few things that are most important are the waypoints that we can change here, and they are displayed in this let's say convenient grouped format, where each of this group has its unique name. So there are dedicated group for enemies, they're dedicated for items, and so on and so forth. The most important thing is that we can actually load a map from our disks. What we can do is simply click a chosen mission and simply select refresh mission from disk, and it should yeah, the editor has more FPS than actual game, that's true. We can load the actual mission. You can like change stuff, analyze stuff, and maybe have some fun with the level. But in order to work properly with this editor, like I said, there are several requirements that should be met, and I will probably make an entire paragraph for this requirements or something called like this. So let's go back to the UC editors window. Let's switch the view. Let's learn later how I will do so. So docs. Yeah, I need to figure out how to make subsections here, but let's call this another section for now. Subsection, there we go. Subsection, like maybe requirements. Is this fine? Does this look fine? Yeah, it's fine. And we need window resolution needs to be set to. I'll probably insert some screenshots as well. It's probably best. Game directory at C. Okay, I don't know if I can write like so. Let's see if LaTeX lets me write something like this. It does not, so I'll just use this for now. This is slightly incorrect pathing, but that's fine. What next? Well, actually, it's required to have a... Oh, yeah, I know. I need to insert my instruction from the GitHub. So where was it? There it is. Okay. Server directory with compact textures. Bullet points. Probably need to make bullet points to make this look better. Begin itemize. So that's how it's done. Begin. Okay, it looks better. Okay. How to name it? We need a special executable. One can be obtained from the prototype and the other option would be using my compiled version. So mission editor executable, let's call it like so. Recompile. Is there anything that's needed here as well? Guess not. So I will create more in-depth, let's say, explanation when the time moves on. For now, I want to do more important stuff. Let's create hotkeys. It's probably important for people to know how to move around. Okay, so here, maybe I'll do the full screen capture for now. It's actually quite annoying to switch between scenes. So here's my full view for now. So navigation, I will call it. Can I use type ISO? Yes, LaTeX enables me. So let's see, arrow keys. Then there's home and zoom out, zoom in. model page down right around. Is it x-axis, or I will call it z-axis for now. I will fix it later because it's called pitch, and some it's actually called, let's see how it's called, yaw, pitch, roll. Which one is which? So this one is yaw, and this one is pitch. So let's see, insert page up. Yeah, okay, looks good. Now what next? Okay, if I think this is the navigation for now. I need to say that we can move faster with the okay, it looks like shit. Who would have guessed? So I guess I will do this itemize thing for now. Yeah, could be worse, could be better. Need to think this through. Movement rate. Okay, so that's the most important things about movement. We can double click on the waypoint to teleport there. Okay. Third, I guess I will call it waypoint like so it doesn't complain about typos. What else can be achieved here? This can be navigated through here. This editor is actually fairly easy, so maybe I will focus on the functionalities for now. Functionalities. Probably need some LaTeX tutorial for this to look good. I think I can open up my other project to see how I did things there to make it look more, I don't know, appealing. For now it looks like draft, but it's good for now. So item, this will be loading map.im. Then there, whoa. Loading a mission. you see them. Okay, I need to preview my other project to see how it's supposed to look better. For now, I'll switch my view to the, I don't know, I will give you Notepad view. Beautiful stuff. And let's see. Yeah, it's not looking great. Okay, I'm back with my beautiful UC editor's doc. What else can I do in this beautiful editor? Let me think. I can change insights as well, I think. Okay, definitely I can add a prim. So this adding a prim. I should probably maybe make a short clips of these functionalities, but I don't know if I can do this while streaming. So loading a mission, previewing a mission. I don't know if it's worth typing this shit out. It's actually not my really expertise to write this properly. Okay, let's skip one naming convention for this. Can I navigate without hotkeys? Not really. I can only use arrows and double clicking on a waypoint. Okay, I will switch back to full view because it's getting messy when I click stuff. I need to remove this view because this is unused, and I will grab this full screen view down here. Okay, so maybe I will clear my workspace to make this proper introduction without, for someone who has nothing on the setup on their PC. So I will go to my directory, and what was the name for the workspace? I don't really remember. I will need to check in the code. Workspace, open workspace. Okay, so I guess I can find this bad boy. Because it's looking for some extension and I don't remember what extension is for the UCW. So this is the one I'm looking for right now. So I should probably have this one somewhere on in my files. There they are. Yeah, so I can rename it for now or even delete it for now to see. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will call it controls. Thanks for the idea. It did not recompile. Oh, because I changed the wrong section. Yeah. Good thinking, good thinking. So now I want to see if I test. Yep, if this will load. Not this editor. Okay, I need to kill this bad boy by PowerShell to do this quickly, because sometimes when you open the editor it doesn't close properly. The mission editor does, but the other editors kinda prefer to not be killed. Okay, the editor is still loading these files, which intrigues me. Maybe they are somewhere else, not JSON UCW. Okay, for whatever reason my YouTube restricted this message. Oh no, it's not restricted, it's reacted. Okay, never mind. So there's the other file. It's called in the garbage data, so I don't really believe this one is being grabbed. I'm just not sure from what my from where my workspace is being loaded. So I've deleted both of these files. Yeah. So let's try again. Yeah, it's grabbing, so from cFallen, I guess. Like I mentioned, there is this requirement for the cFallen directory to exist in order for this editor to work properly. I should probably fix this and not rely on this directory, but it would require some code changes. So I'll just remove this for now and restart this again. Yeah, finally. Okay, now I got this blank workspace, so that's a good starting point to create a newbie-friendly tutorial, let's call it like so. So without a workspace, we are unable to add a new map to this editor. So what we need to do is actually create a new workspace or open an existing one. I don't remember if it's this editor is slightly inconvenient, because when I click create new workspace, it kinda tries to load an existing one, so I cannot just type something and it opens. It works if I just type something, because it says it wants to open while it actually can create a new one, so it's just bad naming. It doesn't really affect our ability to create a workspace. Anyways, so let's call it somehow YouTube tutorial maybe. And when we have this workspace, we can finally add maps to this workspace by right-clicking and selecting an add map to the workspace option. Here we are asked to choose the .im file, which represents maps in the game, and it tries to load data from the cFallen directory, but we can actually navigate to our different directory and choose the map from there. It's not a problem, but for now let's just work from here. The map's name convention is actually doesn't tell us much, because these maps are, let's say, code names maps. They don't really represent the maps from the player's perspective. What we could do is probably, it would be a good idea to write all these names and show which map it actually represents. So I will write it to the notes. So here I will make a new section called notes, maybe simply notes to include album to do. I do this. specify which .im map okay, it sounds like shit for now, but I will know what I want to include here, so I will just fix this later. Anyways, when we add a map here, we will still see this blank editor. When we double click on the map, we will be greeted with a Darcy at the 00 coordinates and the map that is being played. We can actually preview the map and we can already figure out this is one of the first map where Darcy hits the streets. It's the map where the RTA is being played, the jumper, and so on and so forth. Here we can actually create, let's say, our very first map, very first mission, I would say. So what we can do is click here to specify which kind of waypoint is being created. We will need at least one create player waypoint. And why can I? Oh yeah, because I need to create a new mission as well. Forgot about this part. We can't actually add waypoints before we create a new mission. So let's test this YouTube mission, maybe like so. And now I should be able, hopefully, to create a waypoint. How to enter interiors in this? Good question. I will try to figure this out in a moment. I don't remember if I tried it already. So, okay, my editor. Okay, so here I've placed a waypoint without explaining anything. Sorry for that. I will delete it and start over. So we are at the stage when we've chosen a map, and I've just created a new mission and gave it a basic name. It doesn't really matter how we name it. We should be able to add waypoints to this map right now because I created a mission and double clicked on it. So it's like bolded text, meaning we are working with this mission right now. Then we are being presented with this option to create waypoints, and there are maybe two important tabs which we should focus on right now. So this important tab number 1 is when this happens, and the second one is what happens when. So like I said, each map requires at least one create player waypoint, so we are going to create this one right here. Actually, I'm not really even sure why there are 3 waypoints being created here. I hope it's not a problem, but I will test this out any second right now. So when we create this basic waypoint, actually the mission can be played already. So we can test this out by right-clicking on this mission and just selecting export mission thing. So it's trying to save this to the cphone directory. I will actually grab my source code directory because I'm working with my code, but this should work on any version in general, maybe not the prototype version. So it doesn't really matter which version you use to load these maps because it should work on every retail version out there. So my game directory is under release, and there we will grab this path and just export it there. So we will save this bad boy, and we can actually save our workspace as well. So we will save this workspace and we will be greeted with this workspace the next time we open this editor. So let's see if we can play this map. So my resolution is kind of low, but forgot, I'm pressing buttons without explaining what I'm pressing. So I press Ctrl+R. This opens up this dialog which enables us to specify which level we want to play, and I can click this, and this is available for everyone with debug mode enabled. You go into debug mode enabled by typing ban guns not games in the game menu, in the mission menu. So here I'm choosing yes to select a given level, and it tries to load a level from the levels directory, but we could also navigate somewhere else. So I'll just go here and see if this loads, and it does load. It's kind of glitchy because it's my game source code version, which had some issues with the graphics when I was trying to implement co-op mode. So I will probably load this map on the retail version to see if this looks better. There are also civilians there. They are kinda spawned because this level just has enabled by default civilians. They just spawn everywhere you go. They are kinda to make this city slightly more, let's say, alive. Anyways, this graphical issues kinda bugs me out for now, so I'll try to close this window. And let's see if we can open this mission editor once again. Okay, my workspace didn't load because it's once again probably tries to load from a given path. So let's try to fix this and let's see where my workspace is. There's my workspace, but it's on my compile version path. So I believe it tries to grab the workspace from the cfallen directory. So let's try to make a copy of this file in the fallen here maybe. Did I copy it? Again, UCW, and I will copy it here. I will close this window and try again. No, not here. I should probably just check what it tries to load. So using the source code, I could actually see which lines of code is being executed when. And I can tell you there's a lot of mess here, but I should be able to see from where it tries to load the workspace window. So here I need to search for the game loop. Okay, I should probably not waste time on this for now. I think I remember what it's called, but it's called gedit or something like this. Or gedit. Oh, I know how to find this bad boy. ghost. Is ghost? No, this is the main window. Here, create workspace. Ooh, yeah, it's actually called gedit. So this is the editor. There's the callback function, and it's being initialized here. So it's just here. So I'll place a breakpoint, and now I will go here, which it tries to instantiate the editor, and it's preparing the memory. It's doing some setup. It's all C code, like MFC code style, which is kinda a lot of boilerplate code to initialize everything here. So maybe I will not waste time on that because it's kind of boring. I just, oh, load space, there we go. Workspace changed. Nope. Close workspace. Okay, it grabs current directory. Tries loading the default. There's a last workspace ini file. Interesting. Yes, there is. So this file contains... Oh, okay, so this is the problem. This ini file points to my non-existing workspace. That's why it tries to load a file that doesn't exist anymore, which means I could modify this thing so it loads properly. So let's do this right now. So it's file location, so it's not release. Fallen release levels. And here, let's try this. Now it tries to load this. Oh no, it still tries to load from this directory. Whatever. I don't really care because I can simply right click and open the workspace like so. And this should work just fine, and I don't want to waste time on me debugging from where the path is being loaded. It doesn't really matter for now. So what we can do now is actually create different waypoints, like creating an enemy. The enemy waypoint is actually kinda important and more sophisticated than the player one, because there's a bunch of things we could set up. So if we simply create a, I don't know, Man in Black and leave all other options default, he won't be really doing anything to us. He will just stand idly and getting his ass kicked. And this is not really something exciting, but still we can test this out. But what I'm thinking about right now is to figure out if it's possible to edit, to keep this editor open while testing the file out. So I'm gonna try to do this. And in order to do this, I will export the mission. This saves to my Fallen directory. So I will copy this path and try to open this, because the game kind of works in a singleton way, meaning it kind of enables us to open one instance at a time. So if I try to open the Fallen, it probably won't work right now because there's another Fallen that is currently being opened. So it's probably a good idea to write it down to make this work like simultaneously. So I'll write this down to the idea section. Maybe I'll call it like so. So where is my window? To do item make mission editor let's call it like so. So for now I exported this mission and it's on my C directory, and I should be able to open this bad boy from the C directory. There's my instance of the Fallen, not sure which one. It's probably the one grabbed from the web. Okay, but I cannot see it on my screen because That's the problem with this version. It's like going... Oh, okay, now it works. Never mind. So now I cannot press Ctrl R to open the mission, but I can launch any mission and type ban guns not games. And right now I can try to press Ctrl R and load a level. And here we can see that this mission is right here. And it looks like, how do I say nicely? It looks pretty bad because it has to do with textures being loaded differently when this map is created via mission editor. There's a configuration that needs to be applied for this textures to load properly, but you can see that this is a Man in Black that is simply ignoring my hits right now. So let's try to make this look properly. So in order for this to look properly, we need to set up the server directory. There is... Okay, the server directory is apparently already set up here, but I will need to mention how I've achieved this. But there's also this config file, config.ini, which had this enable clumps option. I think it's this one. Super hot. Yeah, it looks like super hot indeed. Oh, maybe I will create a super hot mod for the urban chaos. Hey, I'm trying again to see if this was the option that I was missing here. So again, I need to type enable debug mode. Okay, I think it works now, but just to be sure. Yes, now it works. I can see my textures being loaded. When I click Ctrl, it displays the debug information, and I can see that this is actually the retail version because the leaves works here, unlike in my compiled version. So that's good. As you can see, this is perfectly playable on this version, on the retail version. Oh, there's a wildcat here coming. I guess I have the crime rate enabled in this map. So anyways, this is that. Let's get to the question. The question was how to enter interiors in this. So let's see if I can figure this out, because I don't remember if it was possible or not. So I'm going to... Oh, now the workspace worked, so I guess something overrode my previous config. Anyways, there is this 3 options, but this is not the one I think I'm looking for, or maybe this, I don't remember. Okay, it's this option, I think. So we need to click edit prims, I guess, and then we can select the warehouse checkbox, or the button, we can press it, and here I should be able to spawn a guy, or maybe not, because now I can only insert prims. No, it's actually selected by default, so this option is kinda hidden, I can say. We need to first select edit prims, then we could click the warehouse, and then we will be able to insert waypoints inside the buildings. So actually, let's try to spawn, I know, there's a bunch of stuff that's actually supposed to be in the game but never really made it to the game, like wire cutters, silencer, whatever this is, with away. So not everything will spawn, so I will spawn something that I know should spawn, and just click it like so, and see if this is in fact spawned in the building. So let's try that. And let's export the mission again. And let's open this other window. So this one. And go here. So now, right now, I want to see if this knife indeed spawned in the building. Unfortunately, I'll have to type the cheat code every time I do this. Okay, we can grab the vehicle to get to the station quicker and use the magic H key button to ignore the collisions. And for the moment of truth, the knife is here. It's slightly below the ground, but it seems to work just fine. I do have the knife, so yeah, that's how we can create stuff indoors. So let's see what we have on this editor next. I should probably just stick to one editor in this video. I don't really have much time left, but I just wanted to test this. Oh, I didn't notice my Twitch chat. Sorry to Raven. Time for arena battle between. Thank you so much for this kind word. I need to set up my chats to be seen on one screen because right now I have to switch between tabs and I kinda missed your message. Sorry for that. Anyways, we can reload our mission. This time, I don't think this is a slight problem because I've overwritten the level in the cfallen directory, but my level is actually being loaded from my release directory. So the best way probably to work with this editor for now, until I make this more comfortable, would be to move everything to the cfallen directory, the version that enables loading the mission files, and simply work from there. Because right now I have this copy of this YT YouTube mission that is simply not the same file as I was previously modifying. Anyways, what can I show you? There is this thing when something happens, it's actually enables to insert various of logic that can be triggered when something happens, because there's like a bunch of stuff that developers implemented for us, and probably most important one, or maybe I shouldn't say important one because they're all probably important, but there's this dependencies that happen when something different happens. So like say, let's try to create a very simple dependency because I need to actually recall how it's being done. So let's say we got this player here and we want to create another dependency, another enemy. And let's just create something silly. Let's create a civilian that does nothing as previously. So now the mission is kind of unwinnable because there is no win or lose condition. I mean, there is a lose condition. If Darcy dies, we lose the mission. But we need to add another waypoint which would specify the win condition. So there is one that specifies the lose conditions, because there can be many lose conditions, for example when you kill someone, but we need to specify. Okay, I messed this up because I've overwritten the waypoint that I was working with, so let's try this again. So let's create the enemy, assign this enemy to civilian for now, and I don't know, press enter, I don't remember if it's required, or create another waypoint, and this time this waypoint will be where is it? End game win, this one. And we want to win this mission, for example, when something happens. So we can specify killed or arrested and then point to the given waypoint. So right now I've pointed to the civilian waypoint. So if everything is set up correctly, this should be enough setup for us to win a mission. So let's try this. I'm again working on a C directory and finishing. So let's see. Again, the normal setup. So let's load the mission. You can actually not see the cursor here, so you can move via keyboard or via mouse, but it's not visible. So we can see that the map is refreshed. We got civilian instead of Men in Black. So I don't know, let's just brutally deal with this fella. And this makes the level completed. The time taken is being glitched out for now because there is no really time specified for this mission, so it kinda displays random characters and there's this message that no time yet, we need to email mark our time. So this works just fine. Exactly. So as I mentioned, the map can contain several levels. So, okay, I'm clicking this editor by accident because I've been recently working with this other editor far more. Anyways, we can create our new mission here, or we can simply create a mission that's name represent the mission in the game files. So right now I know that the game contains a mission called Police 3. If I try to create this file and click refresh mission from disk, it should apply all the waypoints from this given mission. We could also do this simply by clicking import mission via here and open a dialog, but just wanted to show that this option works well as well. And here we could modify the given mission for our liking. So for example, instead of being a cop, being a Darcy, I could specify for the player to be, I don't know, cop, for example. So right now, if I do OK and click export mission, this mission should be now changed in our game directory. So let's try this. So here we go again with this procedure. Let's see if I have any save. I do. So the mission 3 is supposed to be the gun hunt. This is actually easy because this one is police 1, this is one police 2, police 3, police 4 and so on. Or actually I don't know if the 5th one is called the police 5, but that's not the case. Okay, I got textures as well mixed up, so don't really bother with Shrek for now. But as you can see, we're playing as a policeman, so it's working as intended. The policeman is not really a playable character in the storyline. I guess it's slightly due to the fact that some of his animations are messed up. So for example, if I'm sprinting and then I switch, do a jump, he's sliding instead of sprinting after landing on the ground. I don't know what's the cause of this, but it's just simply how it works. The police guy works similar to Darcy, so he can arrest guys. Okay, I guess he cannot arrest civilians for whatever reason. I don't know. I will try to arrest the wildcat to see if it works. So let's meet the Diggs. Diggs doesn't really care if we are Darcy of the policeman. The story will play, or should play. Yeah, he treats us as Darcy, but I guess he's got some old man vision. He doesn't really recognize how Darcy is supposed to look like. I don't know. Okay, I got German version here. I was wondering why my waypoints are called so weirdly. Okay, sorry for that, but I just glitched into the wall, so that was the reason why this camera was flickering. Anyways, let's see if I can finish the game, finish the mission as a policeman. So right now I got the police, I mean the gun. There is one more objective here, which is to arrest the wildcat, which spawns any second now. So I will just go here. And I actually want to test if I'm able to arrest him, because I wasn't able to arrest civilian for whatever reason, and it's kinda weird. But maybe policeman is programmed to be unable to arrest certain civilians, I don't know. No, for whatever reason I'm not able to arrest here. Doesn't matter, because we don't really need to arrest this man. We can glitch into the wall again to finish the stage quicker. And we will continue with the video. So obviously it's good to back up your files, because right now I've overwritten mission 3, which is a shame really, because right now in order to he got the wrist indeed, because in order to grab the previous mission I just need to overwrite this mission in the levels directory. So there is this levels directory over here, and we can see that the modified date of this file is the correct current date, and it's actually previewable in a hex editor. We could try to find the waypoint by hand, and instead of using the in-game editor, we could simply change 1 or 2 bytes of a given file. So what I mean by that is there are many different editors, but each file is structured in a certain way, let's say, and the first waypoint in each mission is usually create player waypoint. So we could find the offset of a given first waypoint and try to switch 1 byte value simply. Actually, let's do this right now. So I will need to recall which byte represents the first waypoint. So I'll just search for the project where I have this value stored. So I think it's here in my Urban Chaos research. Probably here. Okay, first waypoint is supposed to be offset at 1316. So I can go there and okay, it's probably here. So first waypoint is actually blank. The second waypoint is what we are looking for. If I'm not mistaken, this byte represents the player. So let's try to switch it to 1. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I don't break anything. If you break something, the mission simply won't load, so it's not really a big deal. But I just want to see if this was the correct byte. No, I need to load this one. Okay, I didn't choose the correct bytes, I guess. That's a shame. Let's try with this one. Maybe I shouldn't do fail attempts on my stream, but whatever. We are all humans, we are all make mistakes. It's probably not this one either, but... Okay, now the game crashes, meaning I've messed up the level, so it doesn't really load. So it's actually a good thing to demonstrate. So right now we could do a backup simply by choosing a file from our backup directory. So let's go here. I got this so many views open up, and there we could simply grab the police free file, override it here, and it should work just fine right now. So let's see, this time we should be playing as Darcy, and the level loads, so it's fine. So Darcy's clothing is slightly different right now because I was messing with this swapping textures and stuff, so don't really worry about that. So yeah, if you ever mess your file, it's simply a method of replacing this file to this. Also, we could do a weird thing. We could rename the chosen level. For example, let's see. We go into the levels directory and we grab the police free UCM, and let's call it whatever. What police free? And now what we could do is grab any mission from this. So let's grab, I don't know, Balrog free UCM, name this mission as police free UCM, and now when we try to play this mission, it should probably load different file instead. So let's see if this is the case here. Okay, I again loaded the wrong save file. As you can see, it loads the Balrog stage. We can load through by this method different stages, but we didn't hear any audio because we would have to change one other file to make this work. For now, we don't really bother. This is the stage where weird things start to happen in the game. So let's just move on, I guess. I remember speedrunning this game. This stage was slightly tricky because we need to aim at the Balrog and make him close enough to the explosive. Never mind, I don't want to bother with this for now. So I've mentioned about dependencies, I mentioned about restoring the level. Let's open up the editor one more time. Yeah, it was a Shrek, yeah. My, let's say my workspace is kind of messed up. I would really need to do a clean installation right now. So there's that. We can load different maps. These maps, as I mentioned, can be hard to figure out which one is which, so I guess it's probably good idea to simply check out the map yourself. For example, the Jungle 3 is not the map that is being played in the main storyline. As you can see, there's some cricketing sound it's weird. Also, there are textures that are not applied to the stage because sorry for that, because the stage was unfinished and there are some word textures that are missing for this. There's a chance that the community will restore stages like this to make it playable, to make all the textures appear properly. But yeah, there's that. What's next? Some of the options here doesn't really work, so let's do one presentation. So for example, I'm trying to load the police 1 stage. I will refresh the mission from the disk, and I can see there are loads of waypoints that are already assigned, and we can preview these waypoints. For example, this one is called create barrel, but in reality it actually creates traffic cones here. There are different types of, let's say, barrel electronic thingy we can insert here, but it's not what was wanted to talk about. This section right here, this says visible waypoint types. So I expect this to actually update the visible waypoints, but for me it doesn't really do anything. It's like it simply ignores this checkpoints, so it's not really something that works for me. So there's this unimplemented functionality, but the important thing is that we can actually create our prims over here. So in this mission police 1, this is the RTA mission, we can actually create a bunch of stuff that's dedicated only to this mission. So for example, I will create this motto sign over here, and I can deselect this, and by clicking plus sign and minus sign I can switch between next prims in the game. So there's like 200 of them, or some maybe 255, I don't remember. Some of them are very small, so it's really hard to see from here, but I think most of them, if not all, are actually in the game. So let's see, let's create something stupid, because I want to see if the properties for a given prim are also present, because some prims are different than the other. For example, I don't know, this one can be climbable. Okay, I don't see any interesting stuff here. Okay, I think there's supposed to be a tree. Maybe this tree? Okay, I think the trees are actually a good example, because they should be damageable by the vehicle. So let's say this is our police 1, and we will export this one. Also, there are different buttons I should probably talk about, but there's mission info, which simply displays how many treasures are hidden in the stage, what are the health, pistols, shotguns, and AK stored in the mission. There's a way to set music words, wandering civilians, and stuff like that. I actually wonder. Let's try to delete extra wandering thieves. Sure. Let's see if this works. So again, I will export this mission and go over here. Okay, I can add some hookers for you. No problem. Okie dokie. So again, I should load this police 1 stage. Okay, my hookers looks like... Oh, I forgot I was doing a funny thing and created a hitman in this stage, which doesn't really stop shooting, so I will need to retry this mission again. It's going to be slightly more trickier than that. Okay, the game crashed, I guess. Oh, it crashed because this is not the compiled version. In the retail version or the Steam version, the restart mission doesn't work, so it's annoying. But at least it works on the compiled version, so there's that. So I will need to make this one count. Okay. Okay. Good enough. I don't really see stuff that I've added here. Wonder why is that? It's probably because I've saved the file to the different location, because this is not really my stage, is it? So let's see which one I've overwritten. So levels, it's supposed to be police 1 UCM. Right? Okay, let's see again. Now I'm kind of baffled because I think I've done something. Okay, let's see. New mission, police 1. Okay, I cannot type. Police 1, refresh from the disk. Okay, I don't really see my things over here. So let's try again. I don't know what I did wrong, but let's see if I can add this sign and add several of these and export mission again. I think it should work just fine. Okay, do this once again. Oh, I need to see where I'm saving this one. No, it's fine. Okay, whatever. Again, let's see if this will do the trick. Okay, he is the assassin that refuses to get arrested, so let's try again. Okay, my prims are not here. I need to figure out why. Maybe I'm forgetting about something, but I'm pretty sure that was the way for prims to spawn on a given stage. So let's try again. Maybe I should click some additional save. Oh, this one. Okay. Save workspace. Interesting. I'm not really sure if I'm doing something wrong right now, but for whatever reason my prints are not being instantiated. Let's try one more time. Current selection. Well, what else? Police to... Let's see if I got them in the compiled version for now. So save workspace, quick phone, exit editor. Okay, so now it stays here. So let's try to grab this level and insert it into our compiled version of the game. Release levels. Let's see if this works. Okay, I missed the spot. No, it's not working. I will need to figure it out off stream, because I must have forgotten about some minor detail here. Well, in any case, I want to wrap up this for today. I just wanted to test things out, and I started writing some stuff that I will need to include in the documentation for this editor. I will probably stream a little bit. Thanks a lot. Stream a lot along the weekend, or maybe not the weekend, during the week, because I got 3 or 5 days off. Who knows how long I will stream, but there are many things that I would like to cover. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will probably make more organized attempts in the future, because for now I'm just doing some random stuff without really thinking this through. So until then, see you next time and take care.